Good evening. Welcome. Apologies for being a little late this evening. A couple of technical glitches for me, which have been since rectified. So never a dull moment. So thank you for joining me. If you're new here, please, and even if you're not new here, please give me a hello. Let me know where you're from, whether you've seen a trance channel before. This is a space of engagement and connection. It is called Oneness, and it is a space for us to be able to converse, to ask questions, spiritual questions. Hopefully, I can help you find some insight around that. It is not a reading space. I'm not doing any readings. I'm sitting in a space that I love really dearly, which is about doing the trance channeling and teaching. I am a spiritual teacher and mentor. I have been practicing as a healer for over 20 years. That gives me a unique insight into the energy behind a lot of things. I've also been very actively seeking my own healing over the last 20, 30 years as well, which also gives me a more well-rounded perspective on the processes, but also means I can glean a little bit of wisdom onto certain subjects because of my own experience. Hi, Leanne. So I will quite often use myself as an example. I think it's really good for everyone to know that as healers and spiritual teachers, that we have gone through our own journey, that we are human, that we have all kinds of issues and blockages and trials and tribulations and challenges, and it is no different for us. It's just, for me personally, I've got more and more comfortable with the process of acknowledging what's going on, seeing it from a bigger perspective, acknowledging my own hurt and pain as well, and when it's my trigger, and diving deep into my healing process so that I can move forward. And by helping me, I can also help others on those levels as well. So, like I said, I'm a healer. I'm a teacher. I do offer readings. I am a pet communicator as well. I find I can communicate with the pets. That tends to happen regarding mediumship. Lots of people want to connect with their pets that have crossed over. It also does open to communicating with pets that are living as well. I have the ability to connect with energy from its densest form to its highest frequency. So that means that I have the ability to sense and see and feel densities. So these densities can be things like attachments, implants. It can be earthbound spirits. It can be non-human entities, which is a nice way of kind of putting a big umbrella over lots of dense energies. I love my work. I love how, even though I can do the same thing over and over, it is always different. I can be shown different ways to process different energies, to release energies. I see different levels of attachments and the way they've infiltrated the body, and they're attached. I just, soul contracts sometimes comes up as well, past lives, past life wounding. And it's just a fascinating, I find it fascinating anyway, fascinating field to work in, given that there is always something to learn. You will never, if you find someone in your field that thinks that they've got it all sorted, maybe just think a bit again about how much advice you take from those people, because life is really about learning and growing, and there is always room for growth and expansion. So let us know how everyone is traversing through these current energies. I've just come off the back of an event, so I'm actually surprisingly good. I've had some big shifts personally, regarding expectations and attachments to outcomes, and it means I'm not extending and using up a heap of energy around that. So I think in my recovery mode after running an event, I've actually bounced back way quicker than what I have in the previous 6 years of running events. So it has been a wonderful learning experience, and I will continue to learn and grow through these opportunities. So I can see that we've got some people here. If you just want to give me a hello, let me know that you're there. Let me know where you're from. Many of you I will probably recognize. If you are new, please send me a hello and let me know where you're from. Ebony, hi. Hi, Leanne. Um, yeah, I really love this space. Feels really, hi Blake, really aligned for me. It feels aligned to who I am and what I do, and I hope to offer a space. Hi Samantha from Christchurch. Hi Annette. I will be back in Christchurch very, very soon, and I'm currently loosely planning. I think I spoke about it last week that it has come up certain areas that I'm being called to do some clearing of some earthbound spirits and lost and forgotten souls. So I was driving through the countryside of out the back of on the way to Goulburn, so it's out through the state forest, and just noticing how dry everything looks here, and all I could visualize was the emerald green colors of New Zealand. So I can't wait to get back there. I'll be doing a couple of workshops there, Sam, at the expo. So one on Saturday and one on Sunday. So that'll be a full trance channel, which will be interesting to see what comes up. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for joining me, guys. If you have any questions around spirituality, around development, spiritual development, if you've got something going on at the moment that's spiritual connected, yay, you're going to be there, Sam. Excellent. That would be great if you come and said hi and joined a workshop too. It'd be even better. If you have anything going on, please pop it in the comments section, and we'll unpack it. And maybe everyone else that's here is kind of thinking the same thing. So it is a space, a collective space of support and nurturing that's going on here. So there is no silly questions. They just don't exist. There are just questions. Okay. One thing that I've come across recently, and it crosses my path quite regularly, is that people feel that their purpose must be something really big and really grand. And while there's many people out there that will lead and have big tasks set before them, essentially our main purpose by being here is ourselves. It is that simple. So when we stop looking outside of ourselves and turn inwards and start focusing upon who we are, where our blockages are, what we need to learn, why we're being triggered, all of those things, then you are fulfilling your purpose. You are interacting with other souls in this lifetime that you've made agreements with, soul contracts with, to participate in each other's existence, each other's um, play, so to speak. So choose your parents, choose your partners, choose your children. Like, you all get together and make these decisions. And there's generally you'll find there's a theme to your life. There's some form of something that is quite deeply entrenched in your experiences throughout your life. So, just once again, being incredibly transparent with my healing journey, mine was regarding loss. Loss of family members, really close family members, and that set me up into a just trying to find the right word for it. Words are really important. It set me up, it set the stage, so to speak, for the core wounding of abandonment. And that then, because of that core wounding, set about a series of choices and challenges throughout the rest of my life. So, our purpose essentially is us. And anything else that we do beyond that purpose is a bonus. It really is. So, how are you guys feeling about where you fit in, or what your idea is about your purpose? Whether you are comfortable with the fact that, you know, this is worth working on. This is why you're here. And then everything else beyond that is an extension of you fulfilling the clearing and the healing work that you're doing. Hi, James. Hi, Ebony. Hi, Gayleen. Nice to see you guys. Okay, I'll get to you, Ebony, in a minute. So if anyone has any insight or any information around whether they feel that they're in their purpose, how comfortable they are in just the information that I've shared, that your purpose, your primary purpose, maybe that's what I should be calling it, is yourself. If we look at karma and reincarnation, there is always two sides to the coin, or two sides to the sword. And as we repeat incarnations with our soul family, we are perpetrator, we are victim. We are all sides of the sword, and the karmic wheel continues to turn, and we continue to play these scenarios out in our existences. So let me know, guys, how you feel about that. The idea is to get to a space where you have cleared enough of your karma and your wounding, that you step into a higher space of real conscious co-creation. And it means that a lot of those entanglements that you've had on a karmic level begin to clear, and things are a lot freer for you to really navigate, steer your own ship throughout life. You become very aware of your own power to be able to do that. It does take quite a lot of healing and quite a lot of awareness. And more often than not, you'll have these energies come up in your life, and they're generally big things to be able to clear, but to be able to recognize. And I feel if you're aware, if you're conscious and aware, and you're willing to work on yourself, then you're in the right direction. Okay. And just know that spirit, there's no hurry for anything. That everyone heals at their own pace. Everyone will get to wherever they need to go whenever they need to get there. Okay. And to not compare another person's healing journey with your own healing journey. Okay, so Blake's got a purpose. Definitely finding more purpose in the smaller day-to-day activities. Reading, swimming, exercise, work makes me feel a lot more wholesome. That's awesome, Blake, because you're giving back to yourself. You're making your gratitude and the simplicity and something that makes you feel good as being purposeful. And it is incredibly purposeful. So well done. There's a lot of quiet space there, isn't there, by doing those things, which is really beneficial. Gayleen, I'm finally getting to start to understand my purpose. Yeah, it's never beyond us. And if we're meant to reach somewhere at some point, we will get there. We will see it, we will feel it, we will recognize it, and we will be shown the way forward in order to achieve it. So I'm glad you are coming into a level of awareness or understanding of what's going on there. Hi, Alicia. Annette. I love this for you, Blake. It is so great you are able to enjoy these things for yourself and work. Not many people can say they love their work. That's right. Yeah. Samantha, I love that you say your purpose doesn't need to be huge or profound. I feel like I'm here to enjoy life. No huge purpose that I'm drawn to or aware of. Yeah. The knock-on effect or the ripple effect that we have by doing ourselves, by becoming our own purpose, by healing, by clearing, by becoming more of our authentic self, releasing the noise and the hustle and the bustle and the limitations and even the environments and the people that don't support that. We create more space. We create more room for more joy, more love, more laughter, more freedom. And that in turn, by anchoring that reality, living that reality, that then ripples out into everything around you. And that has a profound effect. I can't remember the stats on it, but there is, for every one person meditating, it has the ability to kind of touch and help a lot of people. So when we get a group of people, even if it's just us, the 14 of you guys and one of me, that we are connecting and discussing and opening up our consciousness, tuning into our own stuff, acknowledging it, and then we're going to do a trance channel. That has a massive effect. It creates a huge amount of light. So please be fundamentally aware that your little changes, your perspective, your energy can have a huge, profound effect on humanity as a whole and the collective consciousness. Okay. Okay, Alicia. Been doing a lot of healing and clearing. Feel more aware of my purpose now and feeling pressure to pull my finger out lately. I've been resisting for a while now, but I'm taking baby steps likely to get into alignment. Yeah. And like I said before, there's no time schedule on this. I think we get quite critical on ourselves regarding, we must get stuff done. Sometimes through the awareness of it, it takes a little bit of time to process that bit. And then you'll move into a contemplation of where is it stemming from? Where am I at? What's the way forward? So it's like, planting the seed. You've recognized that there's a seed, you've recognized that it's planted, and now it's going through a germination process. So just know that divine timing, and if it's like I do have things roll around and roll around and roll around, and then I'll get this feeling of when it's time to act. So go with the flow. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to be anything at any time, okay? Because the alignment will come from the allowance and the acceptance of what's happening instead of trying to push it. Okay. It's about it just evolving, and it'll be exactly what it needs to be. Ebony, it's definitely the smaller things in life that change our energy, and listening to when we need a break, most definitely. If we don't find that balance, I generally find personally that I will get placed on my backside, and that generally means that I'm unwell in some capacity, which means I'm incapacitated and unable to do my work. So it is vitally important. I think a lot of us give a lot of ourselves now, and you don't have to be in my line of work to be giving of yourself, your time, your energy, your space, uh, your ear when you listen to people, your kind words. It's really important to find that balance, that you can take a moment to look after yourself. Gayleen, I'm always helping people that need guidance, and once I help, I move on without feeling the need to stay connected. Wonderful, wonderful. If that's the energy that you're feeling, that you have um, enriched somebody's experience, but you're not feeling the need to stay there, that's perfectly fine. Um, and it's beautiful that you are the messenger and the healer for those people that you're coming across. Okay, I just wanted to go back up the top and go back to Ebony. I'm from Bathurst. I've had callings to do things in the past, but I feel I'd love to know more about what I've done and where these things need to lead me. Do you want to elaborate? Am I maybe not tuning into it properly? Callings to do things in the past, but I feel I'd love to know more about what I've done and where these things need to lead me. I love when inspiration hits. Okay, so this is about callings. With the energy or the inspiration that you're receiving, there's generally an energy, a charge behind it. So it will help propel you into wherever you need to go. Now, the way forward is not always clear. So it's really about moving into that trust, that and asking, even asking spirit, show me the way forward. Which direction is not the best direction, because all directions lead somewhere, don't they? And it's like they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? So yeah, follow your own guidance, your own compass, your own inspiration, and sometimes it's also about trusting. More often than not, there can be a lot of fear surrounding moving out of our comfort zone, especially when we're trying something new. I know when I first went live, um, and it's on Facebook if you want to have a look. It's like 2.5 years ago or 3 years ago. And I was so nervous. I had a fear of public speaking. And afterwards, I was in full adrenal overload and my body shook for 10 minutes. I knew it was something that I needed to move beyond, because I knew that I would be speaking in public. I knew that spirit wanted me up on the stage. I knew that my calling was to offer those trance channels on a bigger stage, and that's what spirit had spoken to me about. So more often than not, we're not feeling too comfortable, and I think there's a lot of pressure when we're moving forward that we might stuff up. It may not work out. we may not get it right, but that's all part of the experience. Like, there's no shame in saying too many times, or mincing your words up, or whatever it is, or being incredibly nervous. I think most people can find some compassion around that, and the fact that you're giving it a go. And that's really important. Sometimes things don't work out, but it's the fact that you've reached beyond your space of comfortability and extended yourself, and you've given it a go. So for me, I don't see that there's any failure. Okay. I just see that there was an attempt and it didn't work out. Okay. Not meant to be. There's possibly a lesson, an experience, there's value in whatever it is that you've done. But sometimes things might resonate at one time, and then as you move through it, it fails to resonate anymore because you're taking a detour, or you're being realigned somewhere else. Don't know if I answered your question, Ebony. went off on a journey there. Yeah. Okay. Shares. Hi. I think I was given a slight nudge into putting Reiki healing into practice when I ran into someone in Woolworths. Providing Reiki for others made me really reflect on my own healing. Oh, it'll do that. As a whole, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical healing, particularly healing those childhood wounds to move forward. Now, as a healer, helping others, it will definitely move you into a space of no longer ignoring your own stuff. And that is, you really want a healer that is willing to work on themselves and continue, like I said at the start, to see that they've got more to learn. And that's across the board, with any spiritual practice, that we're not all masters, not at this level of consciousness. Definitely on the higher levels of consciousness, we are masters that have come here. And we are now maintaining this level of consciousness, so we can tap into that. But what a wonderful thing that Reiki is. For me, Reiki was a beautiful stepping stone into my healing practice, and from there, everything else blossomed. And I did see a lot of people. There's always themes of people coming to you, and it's generally something that you've experienced yourself, that you now have the ability to shed some wisdom and some healing for the person that is on the table. But good on you for acknowledging the fact that to be a healer, you must be healing yourself. So I love that you've recognized that. Okay. Gee, that time goes quick. Okay, Ebony says, I've done a trance meditation and met my spirit guides, and since then I've had a lot more experiences and can notice a lot more things about it since. Thank you. I think that's meant to be. That's wonderful. I think a lot of the times and a lot of practices, we're going outside of ourselves, and this is where it's a little tricky. As I think I spoke about last week, that each kind of lesson or level of awareness that you're in will have multiple lessons within it. So if I use an example, back in the day, you would put yourself in a bubble of light, and that definitely was a wonderful practice. It worked. It was fantastic. I continued to use light, different frequencies of light at different times. And then, you shift gears, and this is where the next level of teaching kind of comes about, is that it's like the training wheels are off and you've reached a frequency where you can hold enough light and become, because you're essentially already this light. That's that's what it is. So all you're doing is tuning in. You're tuning up, I suppose, tuning up from this 3D density into a higher frequency. Um, and then you are the light. So when I go about working with others and clearing all kinds of wonderful stuff, my heart is the space that I work from. So I will fully open my heart and embody that frequency of unconditional love, and that is my protection, because nothing of a lower density can infiltrate that light. So essentially what you're doing at the moment with the training wheels is asking for the light to come externally to you until you get more comfortable in holding your own, or a higher frequency than what you're more familiar with. Our spirit guides, we will have, thanks Ebony for that. It's kind of like once the doors open, you know, they take a number, and they'll keep coming in and showing you more. So I love that you are um, feeling that connection, Ebony, and that it's working for you. So that's really good. Okay, now I haven't put up my. I was a bit discombobulated when I started because I had all those tech issues. But nothing like being thrown in the deep end, is it? So it's like I was speaking, it's good to be out of the comfort zone, right? I thought I was going to be nice and calm and ready. And yeah, I was a little frantic. So thanks, Gayleen. I hope it helps, because this is what this space is, and I love the engagement from everyone, that you're asking questions, because this is a two-way street, or three-way street. It's you, me, and spirit, right? So, oh, Michelle, I'm not offering readings. We're connecting, and and I'm just about to go into a trance channel, so hopefully you can stick around for that. So I haven't updated my image. We have just had the Mittagong Living Wellness and Psychic Expo, and it was such a beautiful day. There was everyone that come in was just so thankful to be there, and they were so pleased with the event, and they had just really lovely feedback and comments, and it just was an absolutely beautiful day. My exhibitors were happy. It was the I don't know what the shift, I think the shift definitely is the shifts that I've made within myself as well. But I definitely felt it ripple out through the event. So I'm, yeah, really pleased with that. So I've got some private readings coming up in Cowra face to face on the 24th. I only have 2 spots left. So if anyone's from Cowra and they would like a reading, please give me a call. Next event is Bathurst. Now, I think Bathurst, we're up to the 11th event, 11th Living Wellness and Psychic Expo that I've held in Bathurst. So we've been running for 6 years, which is really exciting. We do run twice a year as well. So I have hired the entire top floor. So we're going to have a separate stage area, which means that, you know, those people that offer sound healings and meditations, and I'm doing a trance channel. I've decided to do a trance channel. We're going to have the perfect space to be able to really connect a lot deeper without all the external noise. So that's awesome. And then in April, heading back to New Zealand. So I'm going to do a little bit of tripping around first, do the event, and then a couple of days afterwards to go down to Akaroa, I think, and do that work down there. You'll find me here live on Facebook and YouTube for Oneness every Tuesday at 7:30. So I encourage you to come back and join me. Please know that these channels are timeless as well. So I'll make a habit of remembering the time that we go into the channel, so that, and I'll pop it on the information so that you'll be able to go back to the timestamp and straight into the channel. You won't have to look for it. So if you want to repeat it, it'll be really easy. Classes, the trans-channeled meditation and ascension classes are held on Thursdays at 6 o'clock. They're online. Most Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, psychic and mediumship readings, healing sessions, house cleanings, clearings, and all the rest of what I offer is available to be to make an appointment. My website is up, so if you want to look that up, it is thedivinechanneler.com. Thedivinechanneler.com.au will also take you there as well, and you can book directly online. If it is in person, you will need to contact me directly because that requires a separate appointment. Alrighty. Okay, trans-channeling time. How about that? We will see what is coming up. I've done a couple of healings today, so I've been channeling today, which is really nice. Okay, so for those of you that have not been here before, for those of you that have, you understand what's going on. It is a space of receiving, so it requires a space of openness. And in order to do that, I ask that you open your body, so uncross your legs and arms, ensure that you are in a comfortable position, that your telephones and anything that you've got going on electronically is turned off or turned down. And all you have to do is just breathe and listen. For me, this is a free fall every single time because I channel, it's about 33 or 34 different energies now that have chosen to come through me. And yeah, I'm really, I'm going to get emotional. I'm really humble and grateful to be able to do this. It is, yeah, I can't find the words to describe it. So I blend energies, spirit blends energies with me. It requires me to reach up, and they will reach down in frequency in order for us to meet somewhere in that space in between. The way they generally come through is sometimes they will come to the front and I will see an image of them, but I will definitely feel them, and they will always come in through the back, where the blending comes in through the back. My entire body is open, so my crown chakra is wide open. My heart is wide open. I am deeply connected to the earth, so I ask you in this moment to focus upon your connection with Mother Earth, that you feel your energy reaching down into Mother Earth's heart space, just preparing your body to receive the higher transmissions of light. There will be changes in the way I speak, in the inflections of the speech and the tone of my speech, and that is because it will be spirit that is communicating through me, and it won't be me communicating. When I first began, I would hear spirit and then speak it, And I've worked for years as a healer, so I'm very accustomed to channeling energies. So I would sit in that space of channeling energies, but I would say exactly what I was hearing. Now what happens is I say it, then I hear it. So the unification has become more intense over the years. Alrighty, let's dive deep. It is 42 and 10. 42, 10. Okay, get comfy, guys. Give me a moment. They've been working in the background, so we're nearly there. I will close my eyes. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Welcome, beloved ones. It is I, Michael. I am pleased to be with you at this time. We ask for you to tune in to your body. Your body not only houses all of the organs and structures that are necessary for you to live in this existence, but it also can house and store the emotions, the fears, the pains, the traumas, the pressures that you feel. So, how remarkable is this body of yours? More often than not, we see and hear that you are displeased with your body, with its form and its structure, and that you desire something else. You look and long upon other bodies as being more ideal for you. We do not see any imperfection. We see you as a whole, that you are body, you are mind, you are a sum of your emotions and personality and experiences, and that you are spirit. And this whole picture, perspective, we see light. And when you compare yourself to others, you diminish your uniqueness. And it is your uniqueness that makes you individually you. So why would you wish yourself to be anything other than what you already are? Beauty is not just in the aesthetics. And when you scratch below the surface, who are you? As we said before, you are light, you are spirit. And it is your choice as to how you view yourself. Now, we encourage that you look after yourself, that you honor yourself, and that you see your body as a temple And this temple invites the more aligned beings and experiences and foods and environments into the temple. So, how are you treating your body? How do you feel about your body? Are you comparing yourself to other bodies? For all the bodies house a soul. All of you are light, choosing a vessel for this incarnation. So let's focus upon what you do love about yourself. Bring that into your awareness. And it might only be the shape of your little toe, but we ask you to focus upon that. Maybe your hair is shiny. You have a beautiful smile. You see the twinkle in your eyes. You love the shape of your ears and your neck. You love that you are able to run. Whatever it is. But there is more. What about your kindness, your compassion, your understanding, your warmth, the love that you show others, your ability to connect? Think about feeling into those spaces to honor yourself, having the most remarkable experience in the most magnificent vessel upon the most beautiful planet. And we would like to assist you in all the spaces that you are not loving. And dare I say, that disgust you. So we ask that with all the acknowledgement of the things that you love and like about yourself, use that energy, use that love. And I, Michael, will surround you with light with your permission. I would also like to call in the legions of light as well. So collectively, we will surround you in light and in love for your precious vehicle that you are moving through your existence. Take a moment to breathe in our light, to surround yourself, to feel its warmth around you. And allow it to gently seep into the spaces that you do not like. For they are the spaces that require the most love. And whose belief is it? Where did the belief come from? From a comparison? Or were you bullied and it was pointed out? So ask for the programming the belief to rise up as well, so that it may receive love, so that you may release the judgments that you are placing upon yourself. Remember, we see only light. We see your body as miraculous, your form as miraculous. Acknowledge your body as the temple that it is. And as you add more light to the judgments, the programming, the dislikes about your body, they will respond to this light and this love, reducing the charge that is connected to it. And you may like to say, I love you. And this could be to a specific part of your body. Move through it individually. If there is an organ that is not working to optimum levels, send it love. I love you, liver. I love you, pancreas. I love you, spleen. I love you, bladder. I love you, heart. I love you, lungs. I love you, brain. Whatever it is. I love you, skin. I love you, bones. Share the love within your temple, within your body. Shed the layers of judgment, of comparison. As we move into acceptance, acceptance in your uniqueness, acceptance in your ability to create lasting changes for your body. And as you move into your daily life beyond this space, take a moment to breathe, to acknowledge your body as the temple that it is, and ask your temple, what do you need right now to support you, to offer you health and nutrition? And listen quietly for its response. For it will come from within, not from the brain. It will come from within. You have all you need to succeed. For you are deeply connected to yourself. So we ask that you believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe that your love for yourself is enough, and that will chart the course for the adaptation of your choices, seeking wholeness and balance and wellness. We love you. And we thank you for being present. It is time for us to step aside, and we will gently decrease the frequency around you now. And it is time for you to call yourself back very gently and very slowly, becoming very present within the body, drawing that expansion of love back in and giving to yourself over and over again, becoming aware of the breath, becoming aware of the body, becoming aware of the feet and the connection with Mother Earth, coming back into full awareness of this space and this moment, full awareness of your physicality. As you allow the noises that are inside and outside of the space to serve you on coming back very gently. Taking some deep breaths, creating some movement, wriggling the hands and toes, full awareness of your physicality, full awareness of the weight of your body, the position of your body, the clothing and coverings upon your body. Fully back now, full awareness, and just taking a few deep breaths, having a stretch, and in your own time, when you are ready, opening your eyes. Okay. Whew. That's a very big message for me, can I just say, as well. How are we feeling? Please share some feedback if you'd like to. Thanks, Karen. Much love to you too. Thank you for joining, because I know it's a bit later over in New Zealand. Leanne, thank you. Exactly what I needed. You know what? It always is. We just get the memo to turn up, right? And Spirit takes charge of what it is that we're doing. So they're definitely on track. Thank you. I feel so warm. I've been asking for help with healing my digestive system lately. I actually feel something in my stomach at this time. Totally amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. You know, remember, digestion is all about processing and assimilation. So if there's been a lot that you have been processing or have yet to process, it could also be a link into why it's got that going on, as well as all the medical stuff. So please, look into all of that as well. Alicia, that was beautiful and just what I needed to hear tonight. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Samantha, thanks for sticking around. It's getting, what is it, 8:30, 9:30? So it's 10:30 over there. So thank you. Thank you so much, guys. It's always a pleasure to connect with you. I'm really enjoying this space. I love the interaction. I love that you are present and you are receiving and you are aligning as well. We are all helping each other, which is just fantastic. So listen to your temple, I have been told as well. So I am also going to start to focus on a more intuitive process done it before, need to do it again. So it's easy to get off track. Yeah, thank you, hon. Have a blessed week. Looking forward to next week. Yay! We will be back next week. So if you want to listen to that channel again, it is at, thanks, Shez, it is at 42 minutes and 10 seconds. Once this has finished processing, I will put that information, I'll edit the information and put it in the information, right? I struggle with words after a channel. So, all right, guys, thank you. Be kind to yourselves. Thank you so much for joining, and be kind to yourselves. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And I will see you next Tuesday. See you guys.